So today I got sent via email a link to Mike Adams' website, naturalnews.com, and the title of the newsletter was called Got a Milk Pustache. Celebrities are smearing their lips with pasteurized pus to reveal a shocking new video. So Mike Adams is going on about how there's so much pus in the milk and, bad pus is bad, and I agree. And talking about how the dairy industry's marketing spin, dairy industry promotes fraudulent health claims, Mike Adams saying, and talking about how bad pasteurized milk is. And then at the bottom he says, see our raw dairy infographic that explains the difference between pasteurized milk and certified organic fresh raw milk. Well, Mike Adams sort of, and I've got nothing personal against Mike. I think he writes some good things now and then. Just this one really seemed like he didn't know what he was talking about. The reason why I'm saying that, he was making fun of the pus and celebrities having, the got milk mustaches on their lips. But he's sort of saying it in a way that he thinks raw milk, organic milk, doesn't have pus cells. But if we look at the facts, we've got to go to the facts here. Any animal, any cow that's continually milked to unnatural levels, which is unnatural. If you're at a farm and you're a cow, you're getting milked to unnatural levels. That's just how it is. That's business. Cows aren't animals anymore. They're production units. If you're a cow on a dairy farm, you're not an animal. You don't have any rights. You're a production unit. Your sole purpose is to produce milk. And when you can't produce milk, you're going to the meat warehouse, the organic meat place, whatever. You're getting a meat hook through your face and a chainsaw down your spine. Organic, conventional, that's just how it is. So Mike Adams forgets that raw dairy has just as much pus as conventional dairy, as cooked dairy, or whatever they call it, pasteurized dairy. Raw dairy has just as much pus, if not more, when we look at the data from Valdez and Mendelez in 2006, which concluded that organic dairy has around 280,000 pus cells, the somatic cell count, the SCC, per milliliter. And conventional dairy is around 207,000. Those studies were done in the state of Maine in northeast US. So when they compared the organic dairy to the conventional dairy, the organic dairy had more pus cells, a higher SCC, somatic cell count ratio, than the conventional stuff. So if you're eating raw dairy, you're getting a lot more pus because the pus cells are still live. They haven't been cooked out or pasteurized. So when you're having raw dairy, you're having raw pus. When you're having pasteurized dairy, you're having pasteurized pus. So when Mike Adams forgot to state, I'm not sure if it's on purpose or just because he's a newbie, he doesn't know, but he forgot to add in that the raw dairy has more pus than the pasteurized dairy. Now, personally, I don't promote any dairy consumption. Because why? Because we're grown adult human beings. So if you're going to have breast milk as a human, you're better off having it from a mother, from a female human. And if you're a grown adult, that's a little bit, So what you want to do is you want to get off the cow's tit, get off the horse's tit, get off the dog's tit, get off mummy's tit. If you're an adult, if you're a human, get off the animal's tit. That's sort of bestiality, isn't it? Just saying. So that's my comments and critique on Mike Adams' dairy sort of ordeal there. And nothing personal against Mike Adams. I think he produces some good work occasionally. But today, I don't know what happened there. I think maybe the keyboard slipped or something because he didn't put all the truth out there, which he normally likes to do. So there you go. Raw dairy, just as much pus. Organic dairy, more pus than conventional. That's just how it is. If you want to get rid of the pus out of your diet, don't consume any dairy products. Because if it's raw, organic, it's got a higher SCC, somatic cell count, than the conventional stuff. Just get rid of it. And remember, dairy products contain over 80 active hormones. Write to Mike Adams and ask him to do an article about the over 80 active hormones that are naturally occurring in the raw, organic, unpasteurized dairy. Ask him about that. I'm sure Mike would love to do an article about that, being the health ranger and all. Just saying.